I'm Peter Reimann, the Internet Commissioner of the Evangelical Church in the Rhineland. During the pandemic, we conducted 2 online studies on how people perceive digital services, and we conducted them with nearly 10,000 respondents. So we gathered empirical data how people experience worship services if they are online. And some of the results were quite amazing, at least surprising to us. Most people live in a family or as a couple, but online they worship by themselves. So if we take that into consideration, and now we live after the pandemic, it means that probably some people cannot go to a worship service on-site in a church as a couple, as a family. So if we stop digital services, we lose some people who really started to appreciate online services during the pandemic. Also, what we did, some of the data we gathered in our studies is that how people experience online services quite similar to how people perceive services in a church. For example, the values for friendly, inviting, welcoming are quite the same for online services and on-site services in parishes. So for people, the experience is quite the same. This means it's good to continue this and offer that option. But most important, if we look at the data, people want online services to come from their parish. Most people are not interested in worshiping online in the neighboring parish or in some church in the same town, but it has to be their parish. So if we want to continue online services, we have to realize it should come from one's own parish. And as I said in the beginning, most people, if we want to be inclusive and offer online, if we want to offer worship for everybody, we also have to offer online services, because some people cannot go to church in person, and they could worship online during the pandemic. And I believe it's important they still can continue to worship online even after the pandemic is over. I really appreciate Ecic because it's a network, and people come from various European countries, from Scandinavia to Italy, from Poland to Germany and Switzerland, and share what they are doing. And I feel it's important to learn from other people because, for example, in Scandinavia, internet usage is a lot more advanced than in Germany. I'm sorry I have to say that. So probably if I talk to people from Scandinavia, I can imagine how things might be here in Germany 1 or 2 years, and this helps us to prepare for it. So it's really good to exchange ideas with people. And quite often you're in your own bubble. But if you talk to somebody from a different denomination and a different country, you might be challenged. And I think this is very good if you're challenged and if you learn from other people. Because as Christians, it's important that we share the gospel, and this is really important to do that. But do not reinvent the wheel 2 or 3 times, but listen to experiences of other people. This is really helpful.